After my partner's suicide, I often had the feeling that in my circle of acquaintances at the time there were an incredible number of evil people with a really disgusting soul. I almost have to be grateful to fate that it has exposed these people and that I am rid of them forever. At the same time, I got to know all those who have provided assistance with compassion, tolerance, friendship, and love. Even then, I wondered which nature man is actually subject to and how so much falsehood is possible at all. The question of whether humans are inherently good or evil is one of the oldest and most controversial in philosophy, theology, and psychology. It touches on fundamental views about human nature and our understanding of morality and ethics. Philosophical perspectives like the one from Immanuel Kant emphasized that humans can act morally through their ability to reason regardless of their natural inclinations. For Kant, the good lies in man's will to obey the moral law. Thomas Hobbes saw humans in their natural state as selfish and driven by a constant pursuit of personal power, which often leads to conflict. In his opinion, it is society that, through laws and contracts, tames man's basic evil drives. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, on the other hand, argued that humans are good in their original state and that it is society that brings corruption, influences, and alienates people from their natural goodness. Psychological views in modern psychology tends to view the question of good and evil as overly simplistic. Instead, it focuses on how various factors such as genetics, environment, socialization, and individual choices influence behavior. Developmental psychologists such as Lawrence Kohlberg have proposed models of moral development that describe how people progress through different stages of moral understanding throughout their lives. But there are also biological considerations. From a biological and evolutionary perspective, both cooperative and aggressive behaviors could be understood as survival mechanisms. Cooperation can be viewed as good because it strengthens group bonds and promotes common goals, while aggression can be viewed as evil in certain contexts, but it can also serve to secure resources and ensure survival. Overall, the question of the fundamental nature of humans reflects a variety of perspectives and requires nuanced consideration. Most modern approaches recognize that humans have the potential for both good and bad actions, and that our behavior is determined by a complex mix of innate tendencies, learned behaviors, and conscious choices. What experiences have you had when you were in the worst time of your life? Are there people around you who don't do you any good? And why don't you break up with them?